The major feature of a PL verb, as we indicated in section 1, is a doubling of the second root letter. You will see as we work through the remainder of the chapter that you are largely informing the various tenses, the perfect, the imperfect, etc., following the same patterns and in fact adding the same suffixes and prefixes which you have already learned when doing the CAL. You are simply applying them to a form that has a doubling of the second root letter and a different vowel pattern. With the PL perfect, for instance, you form the verb by doubling the second root letter and adding the very same endings that you have already learned for the CAL perfect. So if you consider the suffix that's added to the verb form, it is the exact same suffix you're used to. None for the 3ms, a for the 3fs, ta for the 2ms, t for the 2fs, t for the first common singular, etc. The forms then of the verb would be as follows: kitale, kitala, kitatalta, kitalt, kitalti, kitalu, kitaltim, kitaltin, and kitalnu. Notice that in every case, the second root letter, the tet in our paradigm form, is doubled with a dagesh. Remember also that this dagesh must be a dagesh forte because this is not a Bagad Kafat letter. The tip-offs then that let you know you are dealing with a PL perfect are predominantly the doubled second root letter. You will note that the form of the verb is called a PL. The letters for this, the sounds, are taken from the form of the verb in the 3ms. Kit, tail. In that sense, the I-A is reflected in PL. The reason this is the case is that the names of the verb forms in more ancient grammarians came from the root pe amid, pe ayin lamed, and a PL would have been considered PL. In this case, actually, then the PL is written out with the pe, doubled ayin, and lamed. But note that we are not using this form pa'al for our verbs. We're using kitale because it has all strong root letters. The PL, though, is the application of the same verb pattern with the vowel and the doubling of the second root letter, kitale. After the 3ms, however, you will notice that the tsere vowel is no longer evident, and it is the short a vowel, the patak, which dominates the form. You also should be aware that though it is not common, it can happen that the presence of the schwa under the second root letter would cause a loss of the dagesh. So it is possible, though not common, to see a form like this, which would still be a PL. For the most part, you don't need to concern yourself with that exception. Just note the possibility. In most all forms, though, you will see a doubling of the second root letter as you see throughout this paradigm.